In this section, we are going to talk about how to train a multi-layered perceptron model. Right. So basically, here we have to understand how we can train MLP. Again, we are going with the same regression problem so that it will be easy for us to understand. So here I have the data set D, which has xi's and yi's, and my xi is a real valued number. So you can see we have 4 different features in the data set, and we have the yi, which is again a real valued number. Now my task here is that I want to understand how we can train this bigger network. Here you can see I have multiple layers. In the last discussion we had it discussion, like we discussed about how we can train a one neuron model or a single neuron model. But here I see there are a lot many neurons are available out here. So we need to understand how this can be trained. So if I see here, there you can see there are multiple weights which I have to update over the period of time. As and when I get the new data, I'll have some loss function. I'll update my weights again, and this process will go on. Right? The discussion which we had, stochastic gradient descent and gradient descent. So if I see how many weights are there, so if you see in this particular part of the network, I will have like at the first network, I can say at this part of the network, I will have 4 cross 3 weights. Right? We have 4 inputs. We have 3 different neurons in the first layer. So 4 into 3 is 12. So we have total 12 weights which we have to update. So basically, first weight, second weight, third weight, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, like that. So we have 12 weights here, which is gonna be 4 cross 3 matrix at the first layer of my network. If I go here, this is my second layer. So I have 3 into 2. So 3 into 6, 6 weights which I have to update at the layer number 2. 6 into, sorry, 3 into 2, that is 6. So 3 into 2. And in my first, or I can say the last layer, basically, I have the third layer where I have to update 2 into 1. So these are my different weights which I want to update. 4 into 3 is 12, 3 into 2 is 6, and 2 into 1 is 2. Total, I have 20 weights which we have to calculate or we have to compute, right? So we'll have a loss function. Again, there's a regression problem, so we can go with a square loss. So my first step will be to define a loss function, which is again nothing but summation of I is equal to 1 to n yi minus yi hat whole square plus some kind of regularization, and this is my square loss. This regularization can be my L1 regularization or L2 regularization. If I have L1 regularization, then my equation is gonna be summation of I j k wij k squared. This is my this is my L2 regularization, right? This is my L2 regularization. And if I want to do L1 regularization, the square will not be there, right? So summation of I j k I j power k is my L1 regularization. That is the whole idea. And for the single record, my loss will be yi minus yi hat whole square. And for all the records, my loss will be summation of I is equal to 1 to n li, right? Li, which is nothing but for all the records, I'll sum up, I'll get the total loss plus regularization. So my optimization problem will be, basically my optimization problem gonna be, I want to minimize my W1, W2, W3, and W4. Or I can say, sorry, I want to minimize the weights of W1, the first layer, second layer, and third layer. with a loss function which has square loss plus some kind of regularization. That is the whole idea basically, right? So here again we had a discussion about the notation, right? So this W11, it's basically nothing but from my first layer, right? So if you see here, layer number and neuron index from top, so this is what it is. It's my first layer and I'm having the first neuron W22. It's going to the second, it's going to the what do you say, this W22 is nothing but this one. This will be W21, like that. So you'll get all the numbers, all the notations. Now once that is done, now I have to train my model. I know my optimization problem. Now I have to apply my gradient descent, right? So now we will apply either as stochastic gradient descent SGD, or I can directly go with gradient descent as well. So here I have to initialize my weights. I have to initialize my weights, which is nothing but Wij. Okay, that is randomly. That's gonna be randomly. That's the first step. And then I will apply gradient descent and I will update the weights. Right. So my new weight will be Wij k new is equal to Wij k old minus learning rate, which we have dou L by dou Wij k. Right. This was the old, this for the old weight, and I have this learning rate with me. Right. So that is the whole concept which we are going to apply. Now let's take step by step, because see here we have to update lot many weights, right? So we'll have to go step by step and try to understand that what's going on. For example, let's say here this, let's take this one, this part. Let's take only this part as of now. Let's take this flow. This is what? This is my W311, right? This is my W311. This is my W321. Now I want to update these weights basically. I want to update these weights. So I will have to look this entire flow from this weights. Basically what happening is this weight is getting inside here, which is impacting my output, right? O31 is nothing but my Yi hat. So basically this weight is getting inside this neuron, and then from this neuron I'm getting this Yi. So this is how the flow is, right? As of now I'm not talking about this part of the network. I'm just talking about this part of the network. So I want to update this weight, which is nothing but dou L by dou W311. And for that, I need to check what all things are getting impacted. So this equation will become, using chain rule, which we discussed in the single neuron in the last discussion. We have dou L by dou O31, right? Because here I have the L function, the loss function. And from here, I will first update this value. And then from here, I will update this value. So dou L by dou O31 multiply by dou O31 by dou W311. This is what my simple chain rule is. That is what we are applying. And that is what we will have to apply for this particular layer as well. So here it will be dou L by dou W321 is equal to, it is again impacting my this neuron, right? The output of this neuron, which is O31. So dou L by dou O31 multiply by dou L by, sorry, multiply by dou O31 by dou W321. Simple chain rule. Right, so this is what we discussed with a single neuron. So as of now, this is actually a single neuron if I just take this part of the network. right? I can say these are my inputs, this is my neuron, and I am getting the output. So calculating this is quite simple, quite straightforward. Once we go back, you can see that the complexity will increase, right? So we'll discuss this now. Now, if I come to the next layer, right? If I come to this layer, so we already had a discussion about this part of the layer. Now let's come to this part. What is the weight name here? So the weight name is W112. Here the weight name is W212, which is also fine. And then the weight name is W. This is gonna be 231, right? That is my weight. Now, this weight which I have is gonna impact what all places? It is gonna impact this and it is gonna impact this. Right? Two outputs getting impacted by this weight. Same way, this weight W211 is impacting this weight and this weight. And same way, W311, this weight is impacting 21 and 31. So basically, this is the flow, right? This is the flow. Now, how to proceed? Let's talk about first of all this flow. Let's talk about first of all this flow. So dou L by dou W112 is equal to, I'll go backwards, right? So basically my dou L will go back and update this value O31. So O31 is impacting. So basically it is dou L by dou O31 multiply by dou O31 by dou O21, which is this particular output, multiply by dou O21 upon dou W112. This is what the output is, right? Same way, if I want to check for W212, I will have dou L by dou W212 is equal to dou L by dou, from here again go back, right? So dou O31 multiply by dou O31 upon dou O21 multiply by dou O21 upon dou W212. That is the simple chain rule again. And same way for the third one. For the third one, it is dou L by dou W312 is equal to dou L by dou O31 multiply by dou O31 by dou O21 multiply by dou O21 by dou W312. That is how this particular weight will also get submitted. That is the simple process for W2, the matrix number 2. Right? Same way we have to do for this path also. Same way we have to do for this path also. Same way we have to do for this path also. And same way we have to do for this path also. 6 weights total. Now when I come to this part, W111. Now let's see what happens here. So now if you see here, what happens is that this W11 is gonna go to this neuron. Now after that, it is generating the output number O11, and this output is going in my F21 as well as F22. And then from this F21, it is generating a new output O21, and same way here I will also get a new output O22. And then I am getting this O31. So basically now my chain is bit tricky. It's something like I have one input broken down into two values, and then I'm getting some output, and then it is merging again to one output. Something like this is happening, right? If you see here, this broken down into two and then joining and merging. And what happens here is that basically this O31 is getting, like this is basically the chain, right? This is basically one of the chains, and this is my second chain. Two chains are there which I have to modify. So here things will be a bit tricky because I know that here the values which I am getting from like the W11 which is proceeding further, it is generating multiple, it is going to the multiple outputs basically. The output generated by W111 is actually going to multiple neurons. So here things will be a bit trickier. How it will look like? Let's try to understand that. It's basically a calculus idea. So let's say I have my x as an input, which is going through a function fx and function g of x, and then it is generating h of f of x comma g of x. This is what happening, right? As a simple understanding. And I want to find what? I want to find dou of h upon dou of x. That is what we need, right? This I want to come back. Basically, that is what I want to perform. Dou h by dou x from the target to the source. But I know I have two paths. So how the formula will look like now? So formula will be is equal to dou h by dou f multiply by dou f by dou x plus, because see, if you see here, dou h by dou f by dou x, this is only one part we have taken care. This part is still pending. So here I will say dou h by dou g multiply by dou g by dou x. That is the whole idea. This is what happening here. As simple as that, right? To be on the simple side, let's say I have my x as an input. I have f, it's going to the f, it's going to the g, and now it is coming into m, right? Or I can say, let's say it's coming to the h and I'm getting the output as m, right? Basically it's my output. I am looking for dou m by dou x, which is nothing but dou h, which is this, or I can say actually dou m, it will be dou m by dou h multiply by dou h by dou x. This is one part, right? Basically this is what I want. And what is my dou h by dou x? Dou h by dou x is nothing but these two things, right? So my dou h by dou x is nothing but is basically how much? Dou h by dou f multiply by dou f by dou x plus dou h by dou g multiply by dou g by dou x. This is what we have discussed in the past slide, this one. And this I will put in this equation. So my dou k, or I can say actually this one will be dou m, right? So my dou m by dou x, dou m by dou x is equal to dou m by dou h multiply by this entire equation, this one. Dou h by dou f, dou f by dou x plus dou h by dou g multiply by dou g by dou x. Let me write it properly. Let's give some space out here. Let's write the final equation, basically how it will look like, right? So let's see that. All right, so basically this is my dou m by dou x is equal to dou m by dou h multiply by dou h by dou x, which is nothing but my dou h by dou x is equal to dou h by dou f multiply by dou f by dou x plus dou h by dou g multiply by dou g by dou x, right? Which is nothing but this part is nothing but this part. And now my dou m by dou x is gonna be dou m by dou h multiply by dou h by dou f by dou x plus dou h by dou g multiply by dou g by dou x. This is what my equation is. As simple as that, right? So that is what is happening in this particular scenario also, and that is what we have to implement. So now if we take this path, let's concentrate on this path first of all. So I'll have this path, I have this path, and I have this path. Basically, I'm taking this path. This is my step number 1. This is my step number 2. This is my step number 3, and this is my step number 4. I'm concentrating on this path as of now. So here I have to write dou L by dou W111 is equal to dou L by dou O31 multiply by dou O31 by dou W111, right? Dou L by dou O31, then from here W111. So basically this entire path I want to write. Basically this path I want to write. This is nothing but what? Because here I have multiple divisions, right? So this I want to write it again, which is nothing but dou O31 upon dou W111 is equal to dou O31 upon dou O21, right? From 31 to 21 multiply by dou O21 upon dou O11, which is nothing but this to this, multiply by dou O11 upon dou W111, which is from this to this, plus the second path, right? Second part, which is nothing but from here to here to here, right? The second path, which is nothing but dou O31 upon dou O22, dou O31 to dou O22, which is this one, multiply by dou O22 upon dou O11. So from here to basically from dou O22 to dou O11, which is my this input, this input, right? And from dou O11 to again back to dou W1111, right? So multiply by dou O11 upon dou W111. This is what my this equation is. So if I write it all together, let's write it in a fresh page. So let's say my dou L by dou W111 is nothing but dou L by dou O31 multiply by dou O31 upon dou W111, which is my equation. Now this equation I will replace with dou O31 upon dou W111 is equal to dou O31 upon dou O21 multiply by dou O21 upon dou O11 multiply by dou O11 upon dou W111 plus dou O31 upon dou O22 multiply by dou O22 upon dou O11 multiply by dou O11 upon dou W111. Right? This is what we have. It's a big thing, right? Big equation. So my dou L dou W111 is nothing but dou L upon dou O31 multiply by this entire equation, dou O31 upon dou O21 multiply by dou O21 upon dou O11 multiply by dou O11 upon dou W111 plus dou O31 upon dou O22 multiply by dou O22 upon dou O11 multiply by dou O11 upon dou W111. This is my equation. So that is the whole chain which I am generating. right? This is what my equation for W111 will be. So once I have calculated all these, now this is only for the first step which we have done, right? For example, let's assume that I have a neural network with 20 layers. You can see how many number of weights we have to update, right? It's a big time consuming process, which can further be tuned. We'll talk about some more techniques which can help us to tune these updation of the weights. But at the end, when we are calculating all these things, right, what happens? We have to update my weights, right? That is whole idea is we have to update the weights. That is the whole thing we are doing. That is the reason why we are doing all these things, right? So basically, once we have my differentiation with us, basically the partial derivatives with us, we have to update my weights, which is new, is equal to Wij old minus learning rate dou L by dou Wij, which is for the old one. So this is gonna be used, like once I have all the partial derivatives, this is gonna execute, and this will perform till the time it will come to convergence. That is the whole idea. That is how the entire network gets trained. And here we discussed about 2 3 layers, but you can see that in the real time scenario you may have multiple layers, and overall the time, and you can see actually it's a very complex calculation which are happening, which obviously machine will do, but we can have some techniques which will help us to fine tune this entire process, which we will discuss in our future sessions.